Have you ever found yourself scrolling through social media, looking at someone else's life, and thinking, wow, they have it all. If only I had what they have, I'd be happy. It's a common trap, this endless chase for more, a bigger house, a faster car, the latest phone. We're constantly told that happiness is just one purchase away. But what if the real secret to happiness isn't about getting more, but about appreciating what you already have? Today, I want to share a story with you. A simple tale that holds a powerful lesson about contentment and the true source of joy. Once in a bustling, vibrant city lived a very wealthy man named Arthur. He had a magnificent mansion, a fleet of luxury cars, and a wardrobe filled with designer clothes. He could have anything money could buy, and yet he was deeply unhappy. He would spend his days pacing his gilded rooms, a permanent frown etched on his face. He felt an emptiness that no amount of wealth could fill. Every new acquisition brought a fleeting moment of excitement, which quickly faded into the same old feeling of dissatisfaction. He believed that if he could just find that one special thing he was missing, he would finally be happy. One day, feeling particularly down, Arthur decided to take a walk, something he rarely did. He wandered away from the polished streets of his wealthy neighborhood and found himself in a simpler part of the city. There, he saw a humble shoemaker named Leo working in a small open-air workshop. Leo was old, his face was lined with wrinkles, and his clothes were worn and patched. Yet he was humming a cheerful tune, a bright, genuine smile on his face as he meticulously stitched a pair of old leather shoes. Intrigued, Arthur approached him. "You seem remarkably happy," Arthur said, his voice laced with a mixture of curiosity and envy. "What's your secret?" "I have everything a man could ever want, and yet I feel miserable." Leo looked up from his work, his eyes twinkling. He gestured to a wooden stool beside him. "Please, sit," he said kindly. "Secret, there is no secret. I simply enjoy what I have." Arthur scoffed. "Enjoy what you have? Look at this place. It's tiny. Your tools are old. How can you be happy with so little?" Leo smiled gently. "Ah, but you see it as little. I see it as enough. This hammer," he said, holding it up, "has helped me mend thousands of shoes, allowing people to walk comfortably. This leather, though old, can be transformed into something useful and strong. Each day, the sun warms my face. I hear the laughter of children playing in the street, and I have the strength to do the work I love. What more could I possibly need?" He then pointed to a small loaf of bread and a pitcher of water on his table. "At the end of the day," Leo continued, "I have bread to eat and water to drink. Sometimes a neighbor shares a piece of fruit, and I share my bread with them. This sharing, this connection, it fills my heart more than any gold coin ever could." Arthur was taken aback. He had never thought about his life in that way. He was always focused on what he didn't have, the next big thing to acquire. He never paused to appreciate the comfort of his own home, the taste of his food, or the simple fact that he was healthy. He had people to cook his meals and clean his house, but he barely knew their names. He had no one to share his life with in a meaningful way. Leo then told Arthur a story. "Imagine two men," he began. "One has a single, perfect apple. He polishes it, admires its color, savors its crispness, and is deeply grateful for it. The other man has an entire orchard full of apples. But all he does is worry. He worries if some apples will rot, if someone will steal them, if another orchard has better apples. He is so busy worrying about his many apples that he never stops to actually eat one and enjoy it. Who do you think is happier?" The story hit Arthur like a thunderbolt. He was the man with the orchard, so consumed by possessing it and protecting his wealth that he had forgotten how to simply live, how to enjoy the apples he already had. He was so focused on the quantity of his possessions that he had lost all sense of their quality and the joy they could bring. That day, Arthur left Leo's workshop, a changed man. He went home, but for the first time, he truly saw his home. He noticed the beautiful art on the walls he had never bothered to look at. He tasted his dinner, truly savoring each bite. The next morning, he went into his kitchen and thanked his chef for the meal, asking about her family. The surprise and joy on her face gave him a feeling warmer than any business deal ever had. He started making small changes. Instead of buying a new car, he donated a significant sum to build a school in a poor neighborhood. Instead of hoarding his wealth, he started sharing it. He funded community projects, supported local artisans, and most importantly, he started sharing his time. He began volunteering, talking to people, and listening to their stories. He discovered that the joy he had been chasing wasn't in acquiring more things for himself, but in giving to others and appreciating the simple, fundamental blessings of his life. The emptiness he felt was replaced by a sense of purpose and connection. His frown was replaced by a genuine smile, one that mirrored the shoemaker's. He realized that happiness wasn't a destination you arrive at after accumulating enough stuff. It's a way of traveling. It's the practice of being grateful for the journey itself and for the simple provisions you have along the way. The moral of this story is not that money is bad or that you shouldn't strive for a better life. Ambition is a wonderful thing, but it becomes a source of misery when it's not balanced with gratitude. True contentment comes from a shift in perspective. It's about finding the enough in what you have right now. So, how can we apply this in our own lives? It starts with a conscious choice. Take a moment today, look around you. Instead of focusing on what's missing, what you wish you had, focus on what is present. The roof over your head, the food in your fridge, the friend you can call, the ability to watch this video and learn. These are not small things. They are monumental blessings. Practice gratitude daily. Maybe start a journal and write down 3 things you're grateful for each morning. It might feel silly at first, but over time it retrains your brain to see the good that is already abundant in your life. And just like the shoemaker, find joy in sharing. It doesn't have to be money. Share your time, share a skill, share a kind word, share a smile. The act of giving connects us to others and creates a cycle of positivity that enriches our own lives in ways we can't even imagine. True wealth isn't measured by your bank account. It's measured by the richness of your life, the joy in your heart, and the love you share. Let's all try to be a little more like the happy shoemaker, finding our fortune not in what we can get, but in what we already have. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope this story brought you some value and a fresh perspective. If it did, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more content like this. Your support means the world. Take care, be grateful, and I'll see you in the next video.